Good evening, team. A serious crew. We're back at it again with another fantastic episode of the Serious Ladies podcast. I know I'm an intruder. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm subbing in. I got tagged in. I'm here. Deal with it. We got lovely GroovyLolly. Pikalyn, say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So as tradition, we like to start these podcasts off right. What is everyone drinking?
I currently have root beer from Wendy's.
What type of root beer?
Yeah. Barks.
Barks, yum.
Yeah.
Nice. Monster?
You
Mango?
juicing? You juicing
Yes.
this late?
Yes.
Damn. Are you about to pull an all-nighter? What are we back in college? What's going on?
New job, lots of paperwork. Gotta
Wait,
keep
all-nighters
the
are only
mind
for
up.
college?
No, but that's what it reminds me of. I'm just drinking some good old H2O.
Wow, way to be the healthy one here. We're just
Yeah.
let's show our unhealthy drinks.
I'm not supposed to be on. It's like, hey, can you tag in? I'm here. Okay. I would have made a really delicious drink and then be the only drunk if that would have made it better.
You could have pretended at least. You could have lied to us, make us feel a
Right.
little better.
I would have been like, whiskey.
Yeah, there you go.
Fire water, yeah.
Yeah, the only kind of water I like. All right, so everybody here is from Team Serious. Everybody on here is a serious lady. I guess I'm a honorary serious lady at the moment.
We need to get you a wig.
That's what Groovy's husband just texted me. You need to wear a wig. So let's get some announcements out of the way real quick. Serious Property Solutions is a proud sponsor of Team Serious. Serious Property Solutions, or SPS, will buy any house, any condition, any situation. Check them out at seriouspropertysolutions.com or give them a call at 469-609-7368 and ask for Oscar. Much appreciated. Serious Property Solutions doing it big as always. Appreciate you for the sponsor. Current active tournaments at the moment, we're only running one active contest, and that's the Minecraft contest. It's build in your own time. It started last Friday. It will end this week, this Friday at around noon time, Central Standard Time. So that's September 25th. You can check that out at teamseries.org/contest to figure out what's going on with that Minecraft contest. Get it, join up, get involved. If not, you'll get the information of the Team Serious server, be able to hop in, join, and just build for fun like the rest of us usually do. We're on Battlefly, we're on Challenge, we're on Tournament. We're actively running all kinds of tournaments. If you go in the chat, type in !Battlefly, will take you straight to our Battlefly site. We can figure out what our current active tournaments are. We play anything from Rainbow Six Siege, Counter-Strike Go, Overwatch, Rocket League, League of Legends, and basically anything on the esports platform. Only on PC currently. We're going to kick off another FIFA tournament here soon. FIFA, it will be on the PS4 and it's FIFA 20. So stay tuned for that tournament. I know that we got a lot of people asking us about when are the console tournaments going. The main ask we got there is really more towards console players, because console players kind of dominate that space when it comes to Madden and FIFA and NHL and things of that sort. So we're keeping an open mind here, especially we as business realize that there is an ask to get maybe the PS5 or maybe the new Xbox just to be able to host those tournaments. So we're going to be on lookout to figure out what's coming in the future, but stay tuned with us. And don't remember, I am part of the Serious Gentlemen, which is a podcast that runs in this channel on Twitch. It runs on Facebook and it runs on YouTube. That is every Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stop by, say what's up to the Serious Gentlemen. Sometimes I'm a part there if they need me, but for the most part, I let all the other gentlemen jump in, and I'm the producer to that show. And don't forget to join the Discord, !Discord, to put you in the Team Serious Discord, or teamseriesdfw.com/Discord will get you directly into our Discord. On that note, I was handed some bag of sandwiches. I guess I'm doing this too. We're eating sandwiches. What's up? You can unmute, Miss HelloJimmi.
No.
I've got mine ready. They have been staring at me.
Well, so it took forever in the drive-through, and so I have the sandwiches. At least I think they're the right sandwiches. The lady on the thing, poor soul, working her heart out at both places. I swear. Because I swear I saw her at both places. I think it was the same lady or a twin. So we'll see what happens though. Because I'm
Can I
like, wait,
point something out real quick?
what?
Did you notice like these sandwiches are like basically wrapped in the exact same?
Yes, I just noticed that.
Yes.
Look,
So yeah.
Similar wrapping over here as well. I've already removed my wrapping, however.
Are they both part of like Yum Foods or something?
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Maybe. I feel like the size difference though is different. Unless she gave me the wrong sandwich, because I was like, I need chicken sandwich, and they were like, cool, and they're like different looking.
Is our KFC lady or whatever dude like? Was he mad? Because this is like mad rapping.
I feel like they were mad because I was like, look, it's not my fault. It's dinner, and I wasn't even rude or anything. I was polite. I don't know.
I mean, if I was working fast food during a pandemic, I'd be mad too.
I mean, but why? She has a job.
Valid.
I mean, even if it wasn't a pandemic, a job's a job, bro. Like,
yeah,
you gotta do what you gotta do to hustle.
It's one of those things that like when you've been working for so long, and then they're just like, oh, work from home. You kind of take it for granted because it's just oh, I'm just doing my job every day, and then you don't realize just how much it's affecting other companies and businesses and things like that. I'm hungry.
Yes. You want to just start? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, let's give a little bit of why y'all decided to do this. So I need some Groovy. Give us some 401. What happened here? Why we got sandwiches in front of us?
We like food.
That's my fault. I was like, I want to eat a chicken sandwich because somebody said they needed material, and I was like, we can eat chicken sandwiches.
Okay. So what's the first one? What are we doing first?
Let's do KFC first. Yeah.
Okay. First off, some variables between locations.
Oh,
we had for what's on the menu, something to remember, prices and availability may vary by location.
Prices? I didn't even look at that. I was just like, give me a sandwich.
My sandwich is hurting. I'm telling you, this dude was mad.
They call it the classic Colonel, I guess.
Okay.
He has the receipt. Here. I don't know.
Oh, I do? Oh.
I think you have the receipt.
So this is what mine be looking like. I don't know how y'all's look like.
It's sad. It's sad where
they was mad.
I feel like you're right. Hold on.
Like, see, I took it off.
There's the bun.
My pickle's hanging off the side.
my pickles are secure but unhappy.
No, this is struggling.
I cut mine in half.
Mm-hmm. Why you gotta be fancy? I just like sandwich.
We got like some hood sandwiches over here.
I know, right?
I split mine in
gave
half.
up. It's literally trying to jump out the
sandwich. your pickle's mad.
Yeah, my pickle's madder than the delivery person.
Pickle tried to jump off the boat.
Okay, so I've never had this sandwich. It looks like it has some kind of mayonnaise.
I don't know. It looks angry. Look, like the wrapper. I'm not pleased, to be honest with you.
Okay. So we taking bites and acknowledging.
Oh, we're doing that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What you got?
All right. It's happening.
Why is so much chicken hanging out of one end and not the other? The hell? Kind of. Okay.
It's really greasy.
This one was not made with love. I'll tell you that much.
Oh.
I think they hate me.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to bite.
Yep.
Yeah. I think they soaked my bun in the sauce before they were like, yeah, it's good.
I was going to ask you if your wrapper is like full of this juice.
Mm-hmm.
Mine wasn't, but mine was dry. I told them no mayonnaise on mine.
Ah. Okay.
Wait. We could say no to ingredients? That's messed up.
This was not specified before the rules, okay? And I
said buy sandwiches.
That's true. And since I was buying 2 sandwiches, I split mine in half so I could have one full one, and I gave my other halves to Godwin. And he doesn't like mayonnaise.
Okay, I'm really scared. Why? Wait, kids, why do you say enjoy the food poisoning?
That's what I thought.
Should I be scared?
You get food poisoning from KFC?
Again, results may vary by location.
Well,
I don't know about y'all.
that when I used to get drunk, I used to like to go to KFC. I mean, I still get drunk. I just don't drive anywhere the next morning. But when I used to, I would go to KFC to get the KFC bowl with the mashed potatoes and the chicken
famous
and the
bowl?
pork.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a
I
good
still
time.
get that.
I love that. I make it at home now because I was a cheap ass. Don't judge me.
All right. So, what are overall thoughts so far? Because mine's a hood sandwich.
Let me finish it and then I'll tell you.
Like, I don't like my chicken. It's really, really dry, and like the skin was like overly. It wasn't crispy skin. It was like I bit into a rock.
Yeah.
It was just hard. I do like that the mayonnaise wasn't overpowering on mine, and the pickles weren't like overpowering either. Like, you know how on Chick-fil-A when you take a bite, you can like taste the pickle juice drenched into the bottom of the bun or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
I also like that they put the mayonnaise and the pickles under the chicken and not on top. Because
Mine were on
I
top.
feel like, oh, did you open
Mine
the
were on
sandwich
top.
upside down?
Mine, no,
Nope.
the sandwich was
Oh,
right. Look,
yeah,
look.
no, mine was
This is
on the
This is
bottom.
the top of the bun that glowy, and this was right on top of it.
It's on
Oh.
top.
So
No, they put the mayonnaise
I
and
think they
pickles on the
hate
bottom
me.
for me.
Maybe they don't know up from down. Maybe they're just like, this
I like
looks
it
right.
this way. I like it when it
Yeah.
comes with a regular burger, everything else on top. Yeah, but with like a chicken sandwich like
Yes,
this
I-
on the bottom.
mhm, I can agree with that. I enjoyed that better than what they gave me. But whoever gave me this was already having a rub. Maybe they were leaving, and then that last chicken sandwich order came in. He's like, "Damn it, I was out the door." So they made him do the sandwich because it looked like it's not a looking good sandwich.
I asked how his day was. Shit. I didn't know. I was
Apparently,
supposed
it wasn't good.
to- wasn't good.
What is this coming out of my chicken?
Mine isn't biting into a rock. The chicken is nice and thick. It tastes like real chicken on mine from the KFC. It's just the skin isn't crispy. It's more soft and almost chewy.
I want to go to Pikalyn. What the hell came out of your chicken?
I think it was just a strand of the chicken meat.
Was
yeah,
it a vein?
It's just a strand. Like, I don't know. It's just like one of those like really, really like the tendon parts or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think I like this sandwich because it's
I don't
like,
think I'll get this again, to be honest.
no, I think I'm good.
It's
'Cause
very
it's like-
plain for the price.
And if you like just take a bite of the chicken by itself, you don't get that like signature KFC flavor. But then again, I like always only get their legs or famous bowl. So it's like literally smothered in other stuff in the legs. I don't know if it's because this is lighter meat or what. But it's like the inside doesn't have flavor. Even the skin doesn't have much flavor. And I'm used to like a lot of flavor from them.
I like their popcorn chicken. Those are usually pretty good.
I like their legs. I like their legs and their breast. That sounds terrible.
I like their chocolate cake.
Oh yeah, I like their mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah, their mashed potatoes are good too.
Those are good.
I burped. Excuse me.
I am praying Wendy's did better.
I'm praying
not
too
all that-
because
Well,
that was hurting.
here's a comparison to the size. All right, now I've taken a couple bites out of that, but this is my Wendy's chicken.
Does your
sandwich
Wendy's
here.
one have a potato bun?
I don't
It's
know. But
got,
one
the
sad
onion.
tomato on mine.
Little thing. I got the pretzel pub
Look at my
chicken
sad
sandwich.
tomato. Well,
A pretzel
This is
pub
how my
chicken
Wendy's
sandwich?
looks like.
Yes.
This is how my Wendy's looks like. Oh my god, the goddamn green.
it's got the green screen. You can't see.
I'm
Yeah.
really scared, like that your
Stop.
sandwich was keying out.
I just have this one sad tomato, just hanging
Okay.
out at the
Mine
edge of the chicken.
feels a little bulky,
Okay.
so it looks okay. And then the top is like, I got the one little sad tomato too.
I got the one tomato and then the one like half like rejected tomato on top of it.
That's as much mayonnaise as they put on mine. Look, it's like, oh. And then somebody decided to give me a bacon bit because there's just a little piece of bacon for no reason. It's just this tiny piece of bacon for absolutely no reason. No reason.
Can I just complain about the mayonnaise being on the top again? Like, if you're gonna put
Yeah.
mayonnaise on a chicken sandwich, put it on the bottom.
Yeah,
When it's on the lettuce, it's just going to make the top slide all over the place. Granted,
Yes.
nothing is trying to escape my burger this time.
I mean, do you want me to show you my one tomato again? Like this, what is happening here? I don't.
Tomatoes suck. They're nasty.
It fell off of my burger. It's just like awkward. Like, why not just put 2 tomatoes? Because it's just all chicken and no tomato. Okay.
Did you want a tomato sandwich?
I do like tomato, so I'm okay with a tomato sandwich.
Oh, okay.
All right. So go ahead and throw the disclaimer up, Groovy, that locations.
Results and prices may vary by location, as well as possible food poisoning and other salmonella cases. Thank you.
Apparently, the guy who mentioned the food poisoning, or female, I don't know who it was, the
That's
person.
Wicked. She's one of my mods.
She. Very nice to know. I apologize. What was it again? Wickets? I apologize.
Mhm.
I like that name, though. Apparently, lots of people have gotten gnarly food poisoning, and I never feel great after eating there. So that is, we're going to hurt later. You know what? I could stand to lose some weight, though. So am I not mad? Nah.
I'm not
All right.
finishing that other one.
I ate it all.
All right.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I haven't eaten since like 11:30, so I ate all of it. And I'm ready for more.
Okay. So let's take a taste bite of this and see how that goes.
Okay. There's like all this chicken poking out.
Is this spicy?
She's like, I don't even know.
Well, okay. So the boyfriend came over today. I told him I was doing the podcast, right? And he texted me. He's like, "What do you want for dinner?" I was like, "We gotta do KFC and Wendy's." I was like, "Tell me what you want. I'll order it." And he's like, "Well, I'll just pick it up on the way over there." I was like, "Okay, fine." I realized I didn't specify, and he likes spicy things to the point where he says he likes to feel it burn. So, I get scared. I get scared sometimes, even though I know I'm a wuss with spice. Like, I can do mild sauce at Taco Bell, and that's about it.
Right.
For me, it depends on the day for spice. Because sometimes I'm like, yes, and other days I'm like, I want to live. Oh, your face. What's that about? I don't
Just
think I
overall-
like this sandwich.
Why
This-
does
well-
Chick-fil-A have to be evil?
We're spoiled
That's how I feel.
because this is not the chicken sandwich that I remember from Wendy's, but we've been eating Chick-fil-A sandwiches for I don't know how long now,
And then we quit.
and those are delicious.
We quit the Chick-fil-A when we realized.
Eve didn't get tempted by an apple. She got tempted by goddamn Chick-fil-A.
I believe that. Why is there so much chicken hanging outside my sandwich?
I don't know. I'm enjoying mine. It has bacon
That
on
one's
it.
really dry as well.
The first one had too much mayonnaise. This one doesn't have enough mayonnaise.
I do like that the lettuce on mine, like I actually got a crisp bite, like it was a crunch, instead of just like one of those sad floppy leaves of lettuce. Maybe I just got lucky, but I actually had a crunch to my bite. Granted, it wasn't from the chicken.
So
I am disappointed either way.
I've been to Zaxby's. Have you guys been to Zaxby's?
Mm-mm.
I have.
I don't like Zaxby's that much. I mean, I'll eat it because I'm a food whore and I'll eat anywhere as long as it doesn't have onions. I'll pick it out though, so it's whatever. But the last time I went to Zaxby's, it did not. And I mean, I lost some weight. That's all I got for that.
Taco
but they
Bell will
had
do
some-
that too.
Shoot. Taco Bell. Taco Bell will clean all your insides and your outsides and some of your like teeth.
Today's podcast, the beginning and ending of food.
Right?
I mean, we're basically just eating dinner together. That's what it is.
Are y'all doing Chick-fil-A too? Eventually, I guess these ladies. I don't know what was
No,
the thought
Chick-fil-A is
process.
evil.
Chick-fil-A is evil. It is now on the evil list. I only
But on a
eat-
side note, today is Buy Visibility Day. So, visibility out there to you buy people. And for those of you who also may be pan, because pan is basically just like a supremacist bi person. I should know. I am one. And
Wait, what does that mean?
Okay, I'm
So,
gonna need
okay,
you to back
A
up and explain.
supremacist bi person?
yeah,
Okay,
like
let-
okay, so
Mhm.
when you're bi, you you can be attracted to the same sex or the opposite sex.
Okay.
I think literally just male and female. When you're pan, gender has no play into the attraction.
I
So,
thought,
like,
what?
yeah, it's one of those things like for bi, you're attracted to your own gender and like the opposite gender, so like male or female. But that may not mean you're necessarily attracted to someone who may be trans. You may not be necessarily attracted to someone who
Oh.
identifies as another gender or anything like that. But when you're pan, which are these colors, gender has no say into it. Like
I thought bi was that. Damn it! I need to get a dictionary. I don't know how this works.
There's a lot. There's
I'm
a lot
old.
of different things behind it. But there's a lot of people who are pan will also celebrate during bi visibility.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I didn't know that. That's new to me.
I didn't know that either. I'm trying to learn all this stuff, but I'm like, man.
So
look,
Chick-fil-A hates on LGBT people, so
It
we're not
does.
supporting them. And instead of buying chicken from them, just go make your own chicken sandwich because I can't recommend any of the two we just tried today.
No, maybe YouTube has better ideas. I mean,
Make
I'm still
it-
gonna eat this.
Well,
It's happening.
I like my chicken sandwich.
You got the pub one. Yours had bacon and like a pretzel
Yeah.
bun.
Mm-hmm. They didn't have regular ones at my Wendy's.
I
I
can't
was
wait
gonna
till
say
last
yours
minute.
was like the dressed up one, like all the things you really want on a chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the meanest people on my sandwiches. They were like ending their shift or like they're about ready to quit when my sandwich order came in type of scenario.
Mhm.
Well, the KFC only had like one chicken sandwich type. Wendy's had like 4.
Okay.
They didn't have the classic chicken sandwich necessarily. They had like all these other fancy ones. So I got one with bacon. And Godwin wanted to try the pretzel buns. That's what we got.
I'm just gonna stick to Wendy's like spicy nugs, and if I want a chicken sandwich, I'm just gonna put their spicy nugs on some bread and go at it.
That's actually a brilliant idea.
It's pretty
Because
brilliant.
I can't trust this real chicken thing.
Mhm.
That's
I'm
that's
not
a no
sure.
for me. I like my root beer from Wendy's though. The root beer was good. The pub fries that were just basically bacon ranch and cheese fries were delicious. Definitely
Arby's-
felt my arteries clogging up, but you know, it tasted good.
Arby's club sandwiches are good too also.
Oh, I can't go to Arby's without getting a meat and cheddar. The what is it called?
What is
Damn
that
it.
gyro? That Greek
Mm.
gyro?
No, it's their classic
No.
sandwich.
The
Beef and
dang
cheddar.
it.
Beef and cheddar.
Yes.
Beef and cheddar.
It's just melty and delicious and horrible for you, but you know what? So is America.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Let's change subject.
Well, I mean, look at all the food we've got here compared to like when I went to Japan, there were so many healthier options, like no matter where you went. And here you walk around, you're like, oh, look, there's McDonald's right next to another McDonald's.
Right.
Pretty much, that's true.
It's like burger joints and freaking pizza joints and fried chicken places in
Well,
America.
and
like
the cheap option, which is usually the more affordable option, is usually like a hamburger or fried chicken or French fries or
man, that's what I'm saying. Like Little Caesar was the 5, the ones that the hot and readies.
Oh, the hot and readies. Then people wonder why I'm fat. Okay, I was poor, so I just had to eat them hot and ready. Like I'm terrible. I ate a lot of hot and readies growing up. $5. Like
Vienna
$15.
sausages, deviled ham in a can,
Oh yeah.
fried spam.
I thought you were gonna say fart, and I was
Okay,
like,
I've never
didn't
had
order that.
spam.
No.
I've never
had
had
spam.
like spam growing up. I only had spam recently because I went to this little Japanese restaurant. By the way, if you've never been in this Japanese restaurant, you need to go. It's amazing. It's called Mr. Max. It's like a little hole in the wall, but it's always like super crowded. because it's just that popular. And they've got these spam rice sandwiches, and they're so good. Their sushi is super. Can I go to Mr. Max now?
Let's go. Where's that at?
Where?
Irving,
It's in Irving. Yeah, it's in Irving.
I think we might have been there, Chris. I don't.
And it's
it
like
sounds familiar.
traditional Tommy mat seating and everything. You take your shoes off before you go onto it. It's really nice.
Where's that place that you used to take me to that
They closed down.
The what?
There's this
It's a
place.
Szechuanese place that she's talking about.
Yeah, they used to have these. Was it green beans? Oh my
Yes,
god! I don't know.
dry fried green beans.
Oh my Jesus.
And what I don't know what they sprinkled that in. I swear it was crack, but you couldn't get enough of them.
Oh my god! I ate like 4 bowls of that shit by itself, and I
There's
still
some-
wanted more.
There's tempura string beans with like a spicy mayo dip at Lava Asian Grill in Grapevine, and those are my addiction. I will not
Nice.
stop eating those. I have to bring people with me so I don't eat the entire plate.
I mean, you can get 2 plates. 2. No.
But
No
then I
judgment.
gotta make sure I get some salmon sashimi.
You get one, and then you order another one before you leave to go.
But then the tempura
It's an
gets
option.
soggy and it's not like that crisp crunch.
Well, that's true.
I saw I don't know why I was watching YouTube videos about vending machines in Japan the other day, and there was this machine that had a soup with tempura on the top, but I was all like,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be soggy.
Nope.
I thought it was because it looked soggy because it's a vending machine. It's just sitting there together, I guess.
You would be surprised. The vending
And it's so
machine
good.
when I was in Japan, the vending machines, like the stuff you would get, you're just in there like, the heck? And like little I miss Japan so much. If it's for one thing, it's for the food. But yeah, no, there were vending machines for any kind of food you could think of. And they were everywhere. And it's not to
Mhm.
say like most of the restaurants you would go into, you don't sit down and get a menu and place an order. There's like a ticket machine up at the front. You press the button for what you want. So this way there's no like impulse buying desserts and things like that. I like that. But you get these tickets, you hand them to the person, you sit down, they bring your food out. And like it was granted there's vending machines you don't want to go to, but you know, the food vending machines were great.
I like how this one doesn't Japan have vending machines for underwear? I think
They
they
do.
do. I think they do because I think I saw that in one of the YouTube videos. Although I think it was interesting the way I like that they have so many. The only thing I hate about vending machines is the upkeep because you have to remember which ones are where and what they have, and then refill them, and it's so much work. But I bet it's worth it. I think I want a vending machine now. I want a vending machine for food.
All I know is if you go to Japan and you go to Akihabara and you go to like it's just like a little store. It looks like it's just like a regular convenience store or whatnot. And you see a 500 yen little gachapon machine and it's covered in like black paper. Do not go to it.
Why?
I couldn't read Japanese at the time and I didn't know what it was. I was like, I want to see what it is. I get a little piece of paper. I hand it to the dude at the counter because I'm like, I don't know what this is. Can you help me? And he gave me a brown bag, and there was something in there that I was with my mother, and you don't want to take that out of a bag in public with your mother right next to you.
Is it poop?
No.
Is it something that needs batteries?
Yes.
And should be done in private.
Yes.
Awkward.
I don't get it. What is it?
Not so. You're gonna have to have a talk about the birds and the bees.
You put bees
what
in
do
a
bees?
bag?
No. What do bees do? What do bees do?
Pollinate.
What kind of noise is associated with bees?
Buzzing.
What is associated with buzzing and batteries that's done in private?
That took me a minute.
Y'all need to quit.
It's been a long day for HelloJimmi.
Hey, I've been
You
awake for
refer to
many,
those
many
as bees in
hours.
a
Like I
bag?
thought I
No.
was trying. No, because I saw on YouTube. I saw where they said that's rude. What? That's not fair. We were playing a guessing game. I was not prepared. Okay. Anyway, so I saw
That's
like
what
they
she
have these vending machines where they do this. Where they have like these mystery boxes. So I was like, I know sometimes there's bells and beetles and little cars. And
I
so
would have loved a little car instead of what I got. It was in the shape of like a little Mary Saint and its head twirled. Like, it was creepy.
What is it with you and getting strange phallic things sent to you?
It's my life, and I don't know why.
Because I remember you said you had that the beer opener.
What, you mean this right here?
Yes, that
That I can't show on screen fully?
She showed it to us though. I was like, that's awful, wonderful.
I've
That's great.
kept it up here because I was too lazy to take it downstairs. So when Cheese came up here, he's like, "Why is there a dick on your desk?" And I was like, "It's a bottle opener. It's a bottle opener."
Uh-huh.
You don't leave yours on your desk.
Pikalyn, somebody's got a question for you.
That's what I would have said.
No, dork, it didn't, but it had a bunny in front of it.
Oh no. Wow.
Oh, dear Lord.
Wow.
Like,
So-
But the thing is, like, that's one of my key memories from Japan now, because who can say I went to Japan, went to a mystery gotcha machine and got a Hail Mary bee in a bag.
No. So I no. See, I didn't even think that's what you got. I was like, well, what could possibly have been in the bag? You don't want to show your mother.
I mean,
I
but now
really
you
thought
think
it was
about it, and
poop
it's
for
like,
some
it's
reason.
Japan.
I don't know.
How do we do anything? I mean, this is how the ladies
knows?
roll. You go from literally one spectrum of something to another realm. Like,
I have an
I mean-
excuse. I have ADHD. I am diagnosed with it. I go on tangents. This is my life.
I didn't say
don't
anything
have
was
an
wrong with it.
excuse. This is how I roll. So everybody should just deal with it. I don't got no excuses. It is what it
This is
is.
the norm for me in my community. You can ask anyone. This is
yeah,
We
No,
could
you-
be
I mean-
talking about the purest, most innocent thing, and then everything
Oh.
just rolls down.
I just got Natsu's
That's
message.
what
I just looked at my messages and I was like, oh. Oh, so that happened.
Y'all don't need to
Alright.
keep agreeing with me. That's the one thing I don't need y'all to agree with me on.
and
On
we're all
what?
disgruntled here.
Chat.
I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
I'm
Oh.
sorry. I saw
Y'all
something
invited
that
me.
But if we're honest, like I feel like we get on these things and it's just like, I shut up, and then
Well-
bam, craziness.
Well, on a side note, whatever y'all were saying last stream, I got nothing but compliments of how funny it was, how great it was, and they can't wait for the next one.
I mean,
So
we were
whatever
talking about
formula
this
y'all
again.
are doing,
What did we
we
say
do
last stream?
time?
I don't
I don't-
remember.
I actually don't watch these, so I have no
Oh wait,
idea.
the last one with me or the one before this?
the one right before this one, not you weren't in it. Ashes was in
Oh,
it.
okay.
That one, whatever y'all were talking about, because I was in and out, doing different things, but y'all had everybody
were we
laughing.
talking
Everybody's
about?
having. I don't remember about all kinds of
I
stuff.
don't remember.
We have all slept since then.
And haven't slept since then.
I've slept, haven't slept, and I've drank a ton. So I don't remember what y'all were talking about, but whatever
There's
it was.
been a weekend in there. Who knows?
There was a weekend. You got a weekend off?
I don't know. I was working. I don't
I
remember.
don't know what weekends are anymore.
I don't know what day it is. So
It is Wednesday because it's Serious Ladies Podcast Day.
I knew that. Yes, I thought it was chicken sandwich day.
So
Never
is
mind.
is this one going to be called Serious Ladies and a Gentleman podcast?
No,
or
you can be a serious lady today.
Serious Ladies forgot her wig?
I think
You need to go get a white hand towel like they do in like TikTok videos to show for hair and just put it on your head. There you go.
Oh wait, you meant him. Okay.
Yeah.
like that, like.
So all the guys, they put like
Why
towels
do
on their
they
head
do
to
that?
represent women.
Why?
Is that what they
They
do?
could just get
I don't know.
wigs because I'm sure that most of them have girlfriends who have wigs. I'm just saying.
Just put on a towel. Yeah.
Wait, are we supposed to normally have wigs? I don't have any
Oh
wigs.
shoot.
I don't know, but wigs are awesome. I'd rather do that than color my hair.
I
all the
was
time.
thinking about buying one the other day, and I couldn't figure out which one to get.
Isn't
and
that
so,
stuff expensive? Or no?
No,
Some
For a
of them
good
are
one?
more expensive than others. It just
I just don't
depends on
show
the
you what the
quality,
cart looks
what
like
you're-
before I check out. That's all.
I'm just asking. Aren't wigs expensive?
They
or no?
can be. They can be really expensive.
Okay.
I just know beauty products in general are expensive.
Yeah, I mean all that stuff costs. So I don't
just
imagine
don't
that.
want to brush my hair. Can you please understand this? I just don't want to. I haven't bought one yet, but I was thinking about it. And so the other day I was looking at it. Sage Rage was actually talking to me about it too. We were talking about them and we were like, we should buy wigs. And then I was like, I don't have to brush my hair. What's up? So the thought has come to mind to buy one. I just haven't pulled the trigger. I'm not sure if that's the right word. Anyways, so I've thought about it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I like the idea of a wig having different wigs because then I can just change the wig depending on my mood from one day to the next because I'm moody like that.
I
Don't
could
say
shave
anything.
my head and not have to brush
Nobody's
my
asking
hair
you.
ever again.
I'm just lazy and I feel like getting the wig to look all nice and then to style it and everything. I just like brushing my hair, straightening it, and I'm good to go.
See, I am too lazy to do that. I've got a lot of hair. So, like,
But it's so pretty.
So real quick, I'm just
takes
curious.
so much
Pikalyn,
effort.
what all do you have to do your hair to keep it that? Like how often do you have to dye it, or what's in your hair right now?
Well,
Nothing's in my hair. I straightened it.
That's it.
Yeah.
But and the coloring on it, what do you do for that? Do you go get it done? Do you do it yourself?
No, I get it done like every 3 or 4 months, depending. I'm normally in my stylist chair for about 6 to 8 hours while she puts in the color and everything like that.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I wondered.
but-
I was like,
Have the attention span of a 5-year-old. So this is what you get, okay? I don't know what to tell
Oh,
you.
I bring like my Switch. I bring my phone. I'm playing games the entire time.
that's
I tell
smart. Bring a
This
Switch?
stylist is
Hmm.
great. Well, because I mean, I'm there all day. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
literally have to
smart.
book her for the full day. And it's just one of those things where when I go and the dye's in my hair and my hair is taking it and everything, she normally then does my mom's hair because my mom has purple like low lights. So she gets
Ooh,
her
okay.
purple put in.
Nice.
And then it's my stylist knows I don't like talking when getting my hair done. So she's just like, nope, I can focus. I'm just gonna work. You keep playing your game and we're good to go.
So real quick, what are the game choices when you do take your Switch?
Pokemon. There's other game
Real
choices.
quick. She's just
High
all
five.
like, bam, Pokemon. That's all you
So we know what Natso's doing next time he goes and gets his hair done, right?
get.
Shiny hunting. That's what I do.
I believe that the word is get your hair did. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get my nails did too. Apparently, I don't know what the hell Tombstone was talking about that night.
Oh,
He's trying to
apparently
schedule
I
a bro
will.
date.
If you were talking about like how my part, that's the only thing that makes my hair do this is just I've had it parted like this for so long, so I
It knows
part
where
it
to go.
before I dry my hair, and it's and I could change my part. It's just I'd have to retrain my hair. And
Mhm.
when my part's been like this for so long, my hair's just like this is where I go now. This is my home.
It's
Awesome.
like I am trained. What's up?
Hi, kitty, kitty.
I don't have that kind of patience.
She's lazy.
at
Look at her.
all. The cat or me?
She's been extra
So-
needy since I've been working from home because I have to
Aw.
ignore her for so
Mhm.
long.
You better get it together, mom. Get it together.
It's okay.
Oh, I've woken up to Link like literally digging his way under the covers, and I have a weighted blanket, a 20-pound weighted blanket. This cat is digging underneath the weighted blanket to become like the little spoon to me. And I'll just wake up and find this fluff ball curled up right like by my chest, and I'm like, what? What?
So real quick question on the weighted blanket.
Mhm.
Does it have any kind of design?
Are they supposed to have designs? It's just
It's like
heavy
when
and it
you
feels
say-
like a hug.
When you say weighted blanket, that's like a regular Mexican blanket to us, but it has like a
Yes.
tiger or something on it. You know?
Oh,
First of all, it's an elephant. Thank you.
no, it's just gray and in squares.
Because all of ours are weighted. I think they all weigh like 20 pounds trying to get that
You
cover
gotta
off
be
of
real
you.
careful. If you put one too many on, it will crush you to death. You will die. And and you may also dehydrate.
I just love them because it's really good for my anxiety. Like if I'm ever having like one of those
Mhm.
moments, I will just like go run underneath it, and it feels like this giant hug on
Yeah.
top of you, and it's really good at calming.
Yeah, I have the opposite effect whenever I'm under my very large Mexican blanket, and it's more like, oh my God, they're coming in. And then I have to just throw it off, and then I'm freezing, and then I'm miserable, and it's a good time. It's a good time.
I get claustrophobic. I don't like the containment.
I could see that. I'm laughing at Dorkface saying that he needs to train his hair because he's bald.
That
Good luck with that.
That makes so much more sense, and I can
Mhm.
appreciate that comment. I can appreciate that.
Groovy, you said you had some topics you wanted to toss out there.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be doing stuff. Yes, I'm paying attention.
All right,
Oh,
hold
yeah.
on. Reading after 9:30 is hard. Okay, let's see.
We went
Yeah.
from food to phallic objects to wigs.
Yes, that happened. It did happen.
All right, picky eaters.
Oh, I don't know any.
I
Yeah.
have one that's 5 and it's like she's right across my computer.
I don't know if
any
I'm a
pickies.
picky eater, but I'm picky how I eat.
Okay. How you eat? Like explain that. What does that mean?
So like I'll eat, like I'll try everything at least once. I'll eat like a wide variety of foods. But when I get like if I go to a buffet or there's like a family cookout or even just getting dinner or something, nothing on my plate can touch. No foods can touch. And most of the time
Okay.
I'll even get separate plates if there's just like I'm just like if I've got
Messy
pasta
food.
on one side with one sauce and there's like a salad with like a dressing. I don't want the dressing and the sauce to touch, so I'll put the salad on one plate, I'll put my pasta on another. I don't like my food touching.
Okay.
It's just it's one of those things is I can't have it touching. There's certain like textures that I can't eat together. So if I'm having soup, I'm completely okay with like having jello for dessert or something like that. But for some reason there's like other foods where like if it's fried chicken or something and I eat jello afterwards, I'm just like no, this isn't right. And it's
Oh, gotcha.
But then again,
Um,
I've eaten weird things like pickle and mayo sandwiches before. So
Pickle
Just
and
no
mayo?
ham?
That doesn't sound bad.
no, it's
so
just
real
straight,
quick,
nothing else. It's just pickle, mayonnaise, bread. That's it. That was like
I feel
my
like
favorite
it's a ham
snack growing
sandwich
up.
sans the ham. I feel like that's what that is.
so real quick on that. Do you have your dishes? Do you have those dishes that have the separators on them, or are you still just flat like plates and stuff like that? Do you have more
It's just
appreciating
the
with
separators?
Yeah, they do. I have some.
I mean, I mostly use paper plates because I'm lazy and
Well,
I
they
don't
have
want
the
to
paper
clean.
ones that have the
But-
little separators on them.
But if
There
you
are
go
paper
on
ones with
Amazon,
separators?
Yeah.
if you
Yes.
go to
Oh,
Amazon,
I know what you mean.
can get the high wall separators, and that kind of helps sometimes.
Do I have to clean it?
No.
I mean, you can get paper plate ones, or you can get the high wall. So they have these plates on Amazon that are designed for people who have food issues, and the walls that separate are a little bit higher than you would normally see on plates that you would go to like Walmart
Oh.
to get. And we may or may not know that because we have some anyway.
You might need to send me some links. But normally I just do
I
paper
shall.
plates because I'm lazy and I don't want to clean.
I pulls up for you.
So I take the crust off my bread when I'm making sandwiches. Who all else cuts their crust off? I love the crust.
I don't like the crust.
I don't cut the crust off per se. I peel it off and then I eat it
Yeah.
after.
Oh, but
I'm
I
a
don't eat it
peeler.
after.
I eat it after because I don't. So I grew up. My parents were always like, "Oh, you can't, leave food uneaten," which is definitely why I have a terrible relationship with food. Because I either will eat stuff I don't want to eat because I feel guilty for having too much food and not eating it all, or or I get angry about. I'm a hangry eater. So when I'm upset about something, I eat way too much to compensate for not feeling sad about things. So
That's
I'll
because
do
it
that.
releases that relaxing hormone in your brain. It helps you relax.
It does.
I don't-
It does.
I just don't eat any crust. I don't eat the crust on toast
Mhm.
or bread. I won't eat a pizza crust unless it has. Well, even if it is a stuffed crust pizza, I open up the crust, eat the cheese, and then
cheese,
leave the
yeah.
bread.
That's what my daughter does.
Mhm.
Our daughter does that. She'll go like this cheese in here. She'll cut the whole thing up, take the cheese out. I'm like, yeah, you can have the crust. I just
Well,
want
yeah,
the
because
cheese.
it's like a slightly melted string cheese. So
Yeah.
I just grab that and I eat the cheese and I'm happy.
When I had roommates, I just gave the crust to the dogs. I don't like different texture of the crust with the bread. Yeah.
I'm pretty relaxed about. I eat the crust. I'll stick things on the same plate. At home, doesn't matter.
All right, I'm
I
gonna
go with
share
it's
my
all going
screen
to the
with you.
same place.
I'm gonna share my screen with you guys real quick.
So you're not
Ooh.
as picky with your food. I'm on the same boat. I don't really care, like if my food touches each other, because at the end of the day, like, so that's my other question too, because like I'll mix things together and be like start eating it like that.
So that
Oh.
one has the high walls right there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I like
You totally
I like some of
Shut
them
it.
they
She's
have
like,
these
"Shush,
are the these are the ones that are disposable right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that 125 pack.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you don't have to
Yeah.
wash any dishes. I do like this
Yeah.
one. I like this one right here.
But I have to clean it.
Yeah.
But
I
it
had to
has
do-
nice separation.
My
This is
chores growing up, like ever since I was in early elementary school, it was always when you get home from school, you do the dishes every single day. Every other day you mop, and every day you sweep. So I got tired of doing dishes in a family of 4 when there was like a new infant too, because my little brother was born. That's a lot of dishes. You get tired of doing dishes.
I mean, I'm one of 7.
So
I-
see, you understand. You don't like doing dishes.
My poor husband was how many? He got a lot of brothers and sisters.
Imitation crab meat for the win. Just melt
just
some butter
skips,
in the
goes there.
microwave,
I like how he pretends
and you're
like
good
it.
to go. Now I was already reading that. My man Godwin over here talking facts.
True.
Well, like so I have a little bit of weird tics when I eat. I know that there are certain foods that I like to eat together and certain foods that I don't like. Like when we were in high school, I used to steal his lunch all the time, and I would get that stupid gross pizza. I'd rip off all the toppings.
You mean
I
the
would-
square pizzas?
Yeah, those. I'd
You
rip
mean
off all
Godwin's
the toppings.
favorite school pizzas?
Yes, those. I would scrape
What?
off all the toppings, and then I would take the mashed potatoes and the vegetables, and I would smear the mashed potatoes on and drop the vegetables on it and roll it up, and I'd eat it. Yes, it is a rectangular, not square. I apologize. And then I would eat the toppings all by themselves for no reason. So I do weird stuff like that all the time, and they used to make fun of me, so I would try not to. So I can eat normal. I just try not to because I don't like it. I don't know why, but
I got spoiled with my high school cafeterias, and I think Shook can vouch for this too. But I don't remember if it was like my first year there or my second, but eventually they had like the normal food line that had the rectangular pizzas or whatnot. But then they opened up a like an American line. They had an Italian line, and there was some other line. I don't remember what it was, but they would have like nice fancy breakfast burritos that you could buy. You could get really good pizza, like actual pizza slices that are triangular. You could get pasta and salads and things like that. And those were the lines that you couldn't use the free lunch if you got free lunch there. But I mean, sometimes I was like, I'll pay $2.50 for a nice salad that doesn't look like it's wilting. I'm good for that.
well, we went to
Lakeview. They weren't serving
Lakeview.
nothing like that.
So you had
Those
your
fancy
choice.
foods.
You had your choice of the regular line or the hot line, and that was it. But in junior high, we would also have the snack line, and that had chips with cheese. It would have hot chips with cheese and chili, and that was my favorite thing. And I would eat that with pickles, and that's it.
There was one high school, I remember visiting it during like a band competition, but their cafeteria had like an actual Taco Bell and a
Sexy,
Chick-fil-A
probably.
and things like that. And I'm just like,
Sexy.
Saxy
Like-
High was the latest one when
That's
when
true.
we
They
left.
was fancy. Well, they
Yeah,
had just
who
they
has
were
that?
building it when we
Wasn't
were in
that
high
was
school.
it was either Rowlett High or Saxy High because those were the two like newer ones because Lakeview was old as crap and Garland
I
was
feel
old as
like
crap.
it was Saxy. Although every time we say Saxy, it feels like we're saying sexy. I'm just saying. I don't know
It
what
was
kind of
one
show
of
this was
those.
supposed to be.
They were just all super fancy. It's just there were some schools where you're just like, why is your school so much fancier?
Look at Dave. Oh, some of us had two parents with two jobs. Ugh.
Good for you. All right. Going from picky eaters transitions into things that annoy us, whether it be about food or just our pet peeves.
People who chew their mouth open
Yes.
real quick.
I was waiting for her to yell.
Oh, look. There's the spicy stuff from the sandwich earlier.
Here, y'all about to
My
feel
God.
attacked. People that like creamer instead of coffee.
Wait,
Why do
what?
I feel attacked?
Oh,
I
yes,
drink coffee, rude.
Oh! Oh!
They don't
people who
drink
like
coffee
what
for
I
the
heard
coffee.
instead of
You drink
coffee.
it for the
Oh.
creamer.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh.
I'm not one of
Oh,
those.
pain. The pain.
But why not both? Sometimes I want the creamer flavor. Sometimes I want the
Hey,
coffee flavor.
I'm just saying, just skip the coffee, take the straw straight into the creamer. You're good to go.
Or
But I like the caffeine hit. You don't get that with just the creamer.
there's
There's a
one of
smoothness to it.
one of my new favorite things is there's a place in Carrollton called Tiger Sugar that makes like black sugar boba milk tea,
Oh, you were
and
talking about this last time, I think.
they've
Yeah,
got
you were
one with coffee jellies, so you can have milk tea with like hints of coffee in it. It's so good. It's so good.
Bubba tea
Okay,
is so good.
I found
Any kind of teas are
caffeinated
good.
creamer for you, Groovy. At Walmart. Hold on.
I use
She's
milk or creamer.
She's like, I feel attacked.
Wait, hold on. I got it for you. Hold on. Ta-da!
No.
No?
I mean, it's out of stock.
The
I
only
mean, that's
time I
true.
like coconut is in a grown-up drink. Okay.
Okay, wait. Oh. I was still looking for. Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
Click away. Click away.
I clicked away. Wait. We're supposed to still be doing
Pet peeves.
Pet peeves.
I
Other
don't
than the
like it
poltergeist from
when
Harry
people
Potter.
don't wash their hands before they eat, unless
Before
you're
and
in the
after.
field. Unless you're in the field, and even then, like we got water bottles, bro. You can wash your hands, even if it's just a little, even just water, and then dry them. Probably not on your dirty pants, and then a little hand sanitizer, somewhat clean. No, I hate it when they do that. Water hands, because I don't know. I don't.
What one of my pet peeves is like when and this is not towards anything, just like I used to know people that had their dogs and their cats sit on top of the kitchen counter while they were cooking.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that so bad. Like your dog's jumping on the counter to see what you're doing, but all that hair and stuff. Like, no, I'm not gonna eat you at your house, bro. Let's go out to eat, or I'll cook for you. Because I don't know. Some of these cats would be like in the sink and stuff, and I'm like, you ain't gonna tell anything to your cat. Like, discipline
First
your
of
cat
all, I
to not
can-
be on
I
them
can
sink.
I can handle a little bit, like if they're on your desk. Makes sense.
That's-
Desk is where you
No,
work.
not-
Sometimes the
desk
cat gotta
makes sense,
distract you,
Not in the kitchen.
but not the kitchen. No.
They would be jumping on the counters, and they're like, "Do you want a cup of
Unless
coffee?" Like now, I'm just like double get. Like, I'm gonna get some cat hair in that shit too, or what?
unless it's their birthday and there's birthday cake for them. I mean, that's the only time, and that's at the table.
My cat's scared of heights. He won't jump on top of anything.
Ah, trained well. Got it.
Trained.
I
well,
didn't
very
train
well.
him. He just naturally doesn't like heights.
We'll call that training.
Okay.
Animal butt on your counter is nasty. That makes sense.
That's why our cat was trained not to do that.
I think one of my pet peeves is when people, like, if you're walking in an area
Uh-huh.
and
I feel personally
it's-
attacked right now.
it's like a thinner hallway or something, or even just like out in public, and they're walking in front of you. They don't really give you much side to go on, like either side of them, and they're just walking so slow.
I feel
Oh.
attacked right now. Sometimes you walk slow because you're trying not to murder people at the end of the hallway.
I walk too fast. I get yelled at for it. I'm like, why y'all
He
going so slow?
does. Like, I got short legs, motherfucker. Let me catch up.
Well, see, I'm short, but I walk fast, and this one gets annoyed with me too. He's like, "Why are you walking so fast?" I'm like, "Well, I want to go.
It's gonna be there when we get there.
I know, but I got things to do. I want to go."
Whatever.
I
Thank
just don't like when I'm made to walk slower than a normal, like not even just like
Yes.
walking faster thing. When I'm made to walk slower than my normal walking
Yes.
speed.
Your normal
I'm a
pace.
considerate hallway partner, though. I will move over for the faster walkers and be like, my bad, bro. But like, if I'm not excited about where I'm going, like I did that today at work. I was walking to the bathroom and there was somebody on the other side of me. And I was like, bitch, there's 4 ways to get to this bathroom. Choose a different route. You saw my slow ass unhappily squirting myself down that way. Escorting myself before you guys think I said squirt. I did not say squirt. I said escorting myself down there. Unhappily, too. Like I was in a bad
Nice save.
I woke up. I knew. I saw it as soon as I said it. I saw the look in your eyes. I got you. Because I was upset about something. And I got into like 6 fights today at work. So I was just all like, man, everybody's on their periods today. I should have went to Target and got the big pack of tampons for everybody. That's how I feel. I walk slow. Don't judge me.
Dave
that's
hates
a-
when.
That's like
Go
another
ahead.
thing I miss from Japan because whenever you use the rail system for everywhere.
Mhm.
And whenever you would have the stairs or the escalators that lead up to the platforms, everybody would be lined up in a row on one side, and they would leave the other open side open for people who are rushing to run up there or run down or whatever it may be. But everybody was on one side.
Where are you trying to run away to? Somebody
Like
said
if
run
they're
away, and
trying
I
to
was
get to the train before it leaves or they're late or something like that. So they for people who aren't in a rush, they stay to the side so that people who are in a rush can run up if they need to. And it's just it's something that everyone does. It's just known that's what you do. It's like common courtesy is actually common there.
I'm sorry. I mean, that's a thing that should be common. That is not. You are right. I think it's okay to be a slow walker as long as you're a considerate slow walker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I if I see somebody or I feel somebody behind me that walks faster than me, I'm gonna move out of the way so that you can get where you want to go. Because I'm not an asshole all the time. But if I don't like you and you're walking fast, I might, drop something on the floor and have to stretch all the way out to pick it up. I don't know. Depends.
And on the same topic, if I let you cut in front of me on the road, you damn well better wave.
Oh yeah. I think unless you're on the highway, I feel like it doesn't matter if you're on the highway. But if you're on the street,
maybe I'm entitled, but I'm like, if I let you through, wave back to me, please. Thank you.
I feel like the only place that doesn't count is the highway and at 4-way stops. Bitch, we all saw when we got here. Go.
If we are in stop and go traffic, though, you have time to wait.
Yes, you're right. That's true.
I'm gonna go with what Vicious Dave said also when
Mm-hmm.
you say
Oh.
excuse me and they don't say anything, especially if they're pulling a combo of pulling in front of you in the grocery
Mhm.
store, stop right in front of you,
Mhm.
and there's nowhere to get through because they decided to make the line smaller and everything, and you say excuse me, you say it several times. I've gotten to where I'll just say excuse me until they finally move, and I'll go, well, that was rude. If I have to, especially if they don't move, I'll say it really loud to my kids. I say, well, that was just extremely rude. They are blocking the way, and I'll tell my kids that as I walk away, so that way they know they are being rude and setting a bad example.
I'm going to be really honest. At the store, I don't even know people are there. So when they're being rude to me, I don't always realize it. And I figured that out because I was at the store a couple of drills ago, and my friend was with me. She came with me to the HEB out in Fort Worth because I was like super excited because it's a fairly new HEB. So I went, and don't judge me for my HEB. I like it. Shut up. Anyway, so we go, and she's like, dude, like people here are you try to find people at the store. That's probably true. She's like, people here are really rude. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, yeah. And I was like, I didn't even realize anybody was in the store. And I'm just like walking along, minding my business. This lady was like, she tried to like cut in front of me. I literally pushed her and didn't even register in my mind that it happened. Like she came up like she was about to cut in front of me, and I just went whoop and kept walking. And my friend was all like, Jimenez. And I was like, what? And she goes, did you really just go through the motions of that and not realize what just happened? And I was like, why? What happened? Are you okay? Did somebody hit you? You want me to cut him? And she was like, no, I'm good. And so later, like, I didn't even realize what was happening, right? She had this whole conversation with me, didn't tell me what I did. The next day, we're right after first formation, she was talking to one of the other sergeants. She's like, nah, don't ever go shopping with Jimenez because she will literally push bitches and don't even know she's doing it. And I was like, who did I push? And she goes, some fat lady who was trying to get in front of you. And I was like, oh, well, I don't know what excuse me means anymore, I guess. Like, it didn't even register as an action. So I was like, maybe I've been shopping with rude people my whole life and didn't know it.
I think like with shopping with me, I try to avoid people as much as possible. So there's like too many people down a row. I'm like, I'll come back to that one. But at the same time, I think my pet peeve is like with myself. Because what'll happen is if someone does something that's rude to me, I just sit there and I sit quietly. And then I'll get in my car afterwards and be like, man, I could have said this and this to that bitch. I could have done this. And like, I get this courage all of a sudden. I'm like, why did I not say that back in the store?
Well, see, I can't say curse words and stuff, but I'm also, like, if I'm by myself, I don't care as much because, you know, you can get in and out of places a lot easier if it's just one person. But if you're dragging all of your kids with you, it's just like, I want to get in, get out, let's go. Because before you know it, a 30-minute trip in the store takes 3 hours.
And all of a sudden you're moving in. I know.
Exactly.
I blame my terrible manners. I blame my terrible manners on Mexican meat markets. Because when you go to a Mexican meat market, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of stuff going on. People are getting in and out. It's like the way they drive in Mexico. They just like, they do their thing. They go in and out. They're just swiveling everywhere. And then they get where they go. And it's the same thing at Mexican meat markets. So I feel like that's Walmart. The reason why I'm like, or Walmart. Yeah, that's just Walmart life for everybody. Because I don't even like, it doesn't even register as an action. Like, it happened. I made it to wherever my destination was. Oh, well.
That's why I go to H Mart. No one talks to me there. It's great.
Love H Mart.
I love H Mart. Not because they don't talk to us. I like H Mart
because of all the
food.
Yeah, because of everything. H Mart's so good.
The closest one to us is like somewhere in Austin, so it's a bit of a drive. So we got to mean it when we go, but we do.
We don't have H Mart, so I'll just shake my head and pretend like I know what you're talking about.
The local Asian market.
Yeah,
just a local Asian market.
We don't have that here.
It's great though because it's like a mini market too. Because you go
out in the boonies out here. We don't have that.
Wait, so Dave goes that the sad thing is people in Mexico are politer. Is that a word? Politer?
More polite.
More polite.
More polite. I don't feel like that's a word either. It doesn't go together.
It's 2 words.
Well, no. People in Mexico are very polite. They're direct. They want to go where they're going, and then they want to walk away. And so they like, it's like weird, well-timed dancing. Except apparently the lady at HEB did not get the memo, and I pushed her. I guess. You know what? Let's
see what happens at my family reunions when I actually go to them. There's a good portion of my family that's Cuban, and so I get to experience that lifestyle whenever I'm with them. And my tia makes fun of me every time.
I bet you the food is bomb.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Cuban food is good, so
and people see me and they're just like, nah. I was like, I'm an 8. That's it, but I got a little bit.
You're like enough to enjoy the food.
I hope so, but like I'll sit there and I'll talk about it because I call her my tia because she always tells me just call her tia, and so whenever I say that, they're like, "You're white. Why don't you just call her your aunt?" I was like, "I'm doing what she told me to do, okay."
Following directions.
You know, the fun part though is if nobody knows what you're talking about, they'll either think you're talking about a tortilla or your tea. I mean, you could play all kinds of words with that.
I mean, I already failed my family because they know I can't roll my R's.
You know, it has.
I turn into Chewbacca.
That's a really good thing, though. Do it.
I can't roll my R's.
I love Chewbacca though.
This is why I am learning Japanese and Korean because their R's are L's and I can do that.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, I feel like you should always play to your traits that you got. Strong points. L's are good. L's are good. But R's, I mean, if you do the Chewbacca though, I'm not gonna be mad.
Yeah, but like saying pero turns into like pero. Like I can't do it.
I can
Extra
roll my
emphasis
R's
on the-
and I still can't speak in Spanish. That's fine. He gets mad at me all the time.
It's a super dog, all right? Y'all need to quit.
Everyone else in my family can roll their R's. I'm the only one that can't. And I'm just like, why did it fail me? Why?
Well, so I grew up in South Texas, right? And it's like Mexicans everywhere there. And he gets mad at me all the time because I speak terrible Spanish. He has to correct me all the time because I always put the adjectives just wherever I feel like they might go. It's like
She's
I have
like,
a
I think I
bag
need a verb here and a noun here. I'm just looking at her
for
like,
no reason. Like I just
Why do you
sprinkle
do
them
that?
in. I'll just be like in the middle of the sentence for no reason. Estoy. And he's like, why? And I was like, I don't know. It just felt right. And I'm definitely more Mexican than he is. Like my parents, I mean, when I say that I'm like from South Texas, I mean like it used to cost 75 cents to go over the bridge in the summer for no reason. Just because. So like super, super far south. Like if you looked to the right, there is Mexico. If you look to the left, there is a Mexica, because it's basically America. With a lot of Mexico stuff in it because that's where everybody just was. And then there's water. Because that's how I roll.
Hi.
It sounds more Mexican to throw an estoy in there randomly. I like it. I'm just saying, sometimes it feels right. You should just put it in there.
hey, my
Wait,
man.
That's
knows
the
how
way
to-
he's.
I didn't mean it like that, but I knew it. As soon as I said it, I knew it was wrong.
my man can put down some enchiladas though.
I would just go with the Spanglish, and if it was a word that required the rolled R's, I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna say the English word.
Just add an O to everything, and it'll be fine.
Don't
Hoondoggo.
mention enchiladas again. I just got to where I don't have to eat them right now.
Just saying, just add an L at the beginning of a sentence, or just sound like you speak Spanish, like broken Spanish. Who was it? Angela Johnson. She doesn't know how to speak Spanish. She's she's Mexican though. So she was like, when she did an interview for one of the movies, she was saying how she's like, here, I can't speak Spanish, but they taught her a few phrases to say, and she learned them really well. So it sounds like she has a good accent. And one of the reporters were like, you could do it in Spanish after he heard her say something, right? And she's like, oh, you could do it. She's like, no, I can't. And she was like, this is the medium. I'll just sound like I have broken English. And that's how she got away with that interview. And it was you should watch the stand-up. It's hilarious. I was just all like, oh my God, that's me. I just sometimes put a little accent in there with some broken English, and people think I speak Spanish, and it's fine. And the meat market lady loves me. It's fine.
When I started learning like Spanish
an
in
important
school and
relationship.
whatnot, and my dad was like, "Oh yeah, you're learning Spanish. Let me teach you a phrase. Let's just say it starts with a C and ends with tu madre." So I was like, I didn't know what it meant.
Yes,
And
I know.
He sends me to school, and he's just like, "Tell this to your teacher." I'm like, so I did, and the teacher just like stared at me with daggers. This was in middle school, and I'm just like, what did I say? Like, who taught you that? My dad. He told me to tell you that. And yeah,
Was there
luckily
a
I didn't get in
parent-teacher
trouble, but my
conference?
dad got in trouble.
Essentially,
Was there
she
a
said.
teacher conference?
Essentially, she
parent
said,
email.
"F your mother," is what she said. Essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
F your mama.
Oh, I
Mama
learned
ain't
real
shit.
quick what I said.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
How did your mother feel about that?
She laughed because my dad got in trouble.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah,
I love
my
it.
dad's the one that got the really poorly worded email questioning his parenting skills.
I
And
mean,
my dad tried to be upset about it, and my mom just laughed at him.
you know, I get a lot of questionable parenting emails, so it's fine. I get it.
However,
Like,
oh, go ahead.
what? No, I was gonna say like the other day, Sophie figured out how to share screens, and now she won't stop her Zoom call. And the teacher was like, And I was like, look, just tell me my kid is an asshole and I'll fix it.
Well, I think back then there was one point in 5th grade too. So like I said, I didn't even know I had ADHD till I was adult. I thought I was just some weird, like, fucked up kid who just couldn't get herself straight. And in 5th grade, I had this, actually all my life, I had this issue of like talking a lot. I still have that issue today. And it was these things where I would just constantly ask questions because I wouldn't sit there and actually read what I'm supposed to do, or things. I just would go through it too quickly and I wouldn't focus on what I'm supposed to do. And
You're
so,
one of those. No, I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
yeah. But I would always ask the teacher questions. And during the parent-teacher conference, my 5th grade teacher at one point was like telling my mom, I could totally choke your daughter out sometimes. And
Like legit?
yeah. And my mom just
Damn.
sat there, was like, who sits there and says they're gonna choke your daughter? My
I
mom hated that
mean,
teacher.
Somebody who obviously wants to lose their job.
I mean,
Or
if I should
die.
have realized there was a problem, because in 4th grade, I asked so many damn questions that my teacher gave me 7 paper clips a day. And she's like, that's how many questions you get a day. And that includes asking to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, shit.
So
I would have
on
bought
that,
you one of those boards where you could write your questions.
So on that topic, go ahead and look at your camera and do a haha, because you're on a podcast that requires you to talk.
Yes.
Look what I'm doing now. My tangents are useful.
Yes.
ADHD be damned. I'm doing it.
I was terrible in school. I used to get in trouble all the time too.
What's our last topic there, Groovy, so I can close
Oh,
this
yeah.
hour?
I forgot we had topics. My bad. Keep going.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
What?
Thoughts?
Just call me a thought. What?
I mean, I have seen your text
Thoughts.
messages with Godwin, so nasty butts.
Oh, we're hilarious.
Not yours and Godwin's. I meant his and Godwin's. Hey, those are private. Not when the phone's open. What?
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes you're safer not looking.
Right? I mean, I had to wash my eyes the other day. I was like, these sons of bitches, they belong together.
Let them
Yeah.
have their fun.
What my mom does whenever she sees like anything, like any like dirty text message or things like that, even though she's dirtier than me, she'll just sit there and she's just like erase. I
mean, I can understand that sometimes. Like sometimes he'd be sending me stuff and I'm like, am I allowed to read this out loud? Am I old enough for this?
It's bad when you get a text message that makes you question if you're old enough for something.
I'm just saying. Like, you think after 20 years I'd figure that shit out? Nah, I still open them up and I'm like, why? Why did I do this to myself?
Get that GIF with the guy with the math. Like, am I old enough? And all the numbers are running everywhere around his head.
But it's just like
Is that
it's
a
one
guy?
of
I
those
thought it was a
things.
girl.
No, it's
There's
like, it is
two.
girl. Yeah. It's like-
I knew it.
It's one of those things where I sit there and I remember saying this when I was younger too, where I would just joke around and be like, I need an adult. And someone would respond back to me and they're like, you are the adult. And I was like, oh no, I'm not prepared for this.
Sabi said that to me the other day, my oldest son. Because I was all like, I think I need an adult for this. He goes, Mom, you're the adult. And I was like, oh, we're fucked, bro.
Go get dad.
I'm the adult. We're screwed.
And then you just hear Sophie go, Dad, Mom can't do adult things. And I was like, oh, shit.
Do
You
you
wonder
know
why
that
someone's
there's what is it, Gen Zers, the ones that are after millennials?
Who's
I think you're right.
Whoever's
you're right.
after millennials, do you know they pick on us for that adulting thing? Like
For what?
they straight up make fun of us. They're like, "Oh man, millennials are just like, I can't adult today. Oh man, adulting." Like they pick on us for that.
Oh, really?
I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't know they existed till right now. So
There's
whatever
two
the fuck.
terms that I heard the other day on a different podcast: Zillennials and Zoomers.
I don't know what the fuck those mean. Like, are
Zoomer-
we having a pasta with vegetables? I don't understand. Is this
No.
noodles? Is that
Like,
what
you
we're
know how to
talking
make
about?
fun-
Encompass a
you-
different area of age group compared to millennials versus baby boomers, and there's
I don't even know where I fit in that category. I thought we were talking about pretend pasta. No?
pasta.
No.
Where?
Noodles? I thought we were talking about
Oh,
zucchini noodles.
zoodles.
We're not talking about zucchini noodles?
No.
Oh, we're talking about
don't-
what?
I don't do zucchini noodles.
I mean, I'm trying to because of keto, but it's hard. I miss noodles.
I'm just
So,
gonna go
I-
vegetarian
I-
as far as I
Noodle
can go
head.
right now.
Squash is really good.
So I had to look up what Zoomer meant because I heard it the first time on a podcast a few weeks ago. So a Zoomer is the newest use of the word, a member of the Generation Z. So that's a term they coined for them because you know how boomer, they make fun of boomers. So they in turn coined making fun
Are
of
we
the latest
throwing
generation
boomerangs
Zoomers.
What is a boomer? I'm
All
really
I know-
confused right now.
Actually, it kind of makes sense because sometimes when I see like the stuff they post or whatnot, they're going just as sporadic as the dogs when they get their zoomies. So you know what? Yeah, you can be zoomers. Go for
I
it.
feel like the movie with the two guys that were firefighters that get married. Was it Chuck and Larry or something like that?
Yeah.
For the insurance thing. You know how the guy goes, "It's like a circle." Where he says it's like a circle. You get it? Like it goes in around. Anyway, so I feel like Zoomers is just the boomers going in a circle. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm done.
I mean, they're going to get to
Drop
their
mic.
age when they're older, and then there's going to be like, okay, zoomer.
yeah,
And then the Karens of generation ABA are going to be like,
ABA.
yeah. They're going to be like, zoomer is an offensive
That's
term.
a blood type. Everybody gets a AB negative.
Well, I mean, if we're doing Gen
Mhm.
Gen Xers, Gen Yers, Gen Zers, we got to start the alphabet over again. Gen AA, Gen AB, Gen
AB.
AC.
Talking about batteries again?
Yeah.
Are we? Oh my. You know what? I don't really give a shit. Old people are old, young people are old. We're all stuck at home because coronavirus, the few that get to, survive, because I'll probably die off from coronavirus. It'll be fine. I'm
die off from the stupidity that have been coming from people because of coronavirus. My
Right.
brain cells are
Oh,
dying.
Oh,
I don't
5G
have many
causes all
left.
this.
I've had some very interesting conversations today dealing with coronavirus, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't give a shit what generation we in. Are we gonna make it to the next? Are we gonna get the apocalypse? What's happening? That's like how I feel. I'm just like,
I mean, in a
I don't
few months,
understand
we
all
got to
this
be
bullshit.
hearing something of like all the babies being born because people were put into quarantine, and when people are left alone in quarantine, they got nothing to do.
They was
funny
making all kinds
thing
of
you
children.
say that because like 7 of my coworkers are now having babies.
I told you they had nothing to do. They're like, we've got all this time to spend together. How are we going to
Let's
spend it? We're going to
Thank
make up
God
lost
my
time.
tubes are tied.
Yeah,
I'm
between
so-
August and the end of the year and the beginning of next year, it was all them children that was born because of this quarantine.
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I'm serious, legit. Like 7 people in the last 2 weeks have announced they're having babies. And I was
Yeah.
They're
like,
going to be called the C kids for the Corona kids. And it's not going to be because of
They were
Here.
actually going to call them like the Rona generation or something like that. I read an
You know
article
what's
they were going to
sad?
call them that.
we got this new sergeant in my company, and his name is Corona. His name is Sergeant Corona.
Oh no!
And he's a cop. And I was just like, oh God.
That's the worst year for him.
And I was just like, I had to call him because if he was his name popped up on one of my lists for a program that I'm running. So I had to call him. I was like, Sergeant Corona? He was just like, yeah, that's me. And he's like this heavy Mexican accent. And I was just like, oh my God.
I just want to send him a gift basket just for existing during this time.
Right? Like, I feel maybe he needs a gift card for like Corona beer or something. Just buy him no?
Amazon fresh him some Corona and like a small package of limes. Be like, here you go, on me.
On that
This is
note,
for living.
that was his exact response, Dave. How did you know?
all right. On that note, we're gonna go around the horn, figure out where we can check y'all out.
I can't with you today, Godwin. I can't.
I've been
You know what's
exposed
sad
to
too?
quarantine or exposed to Corona is a whole different meaning now.
Well, the messed up part too is when we went to
Now
drill,
look what you've done.
he actually pulled somebody over and then potentially got exposed. He got tested. He don't have it, but he had to quarantine, and we were just like, "Oh shit, Corona's got Corona." I mean, we died laughing. It was great, and we are probably all going to hell. It's happening. All right, I'm sorry.
We gotta find
Continue.
joy somewhere.
All right, we're gonna start with Groovy, then Pikalyn, then my wife, and then myself. So where can we find you? Where are you at? What you've been working on? Groovy, let us know.
GroovyLolly on Twitch, the GroovyLolly on Twitter. Eventually I'll stream again. I just started a new job, so I'm kind of like just getting used to all that stuff and finding my groove of scheduling. Other than that, you can find me here on the Team Serious Ladies podcasts when they like to allow me to hang out and occasionally playing games.
I am, once again, Pikalyn. You can find me on twitch.tv/Pikalyn, or you can find me on twitch.tv/GameStop when I am hosting those streams. You can also find me on Twitter at the Pikalyn, and in one of those places, there's like a little link that links to all my other social media places, so you can find me just kind of all over the place. But yeah. Oh, and I've been doing a lot of 7 Days to Die recently with Mischief Maker. So people have been spawning zombies on me, and my bases have not been surviving.
Sweet. Good
Yeah.
game.
Well, that's rude.
Well, I mean, when you're sitting there dealing with a horde knight, and all of a sudden they spawn like 10 demolition zombies on you, and you hear the beep because you accidentally hit the little light, you know it's over, and you just sit there and accept it.
You just accept it. You just let it happen. Okay. Wait, what are we supposed to be doing?
Where can we find you?
Oh, wherever Nacho tells you.
Other than ATB.
Yeah, I mean, HB. I know you could find HelloJimmi. One of them's got double O's. I don't know. They'll probably be in the bottom. You could. I'm here. I exist. I am real.
When it's the double O, can I call you HelloJimmi?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
you
good.
absolutely can. It's just the one, but occasionally I like to. Just once in a while.
When you're feeling fancy.
Yes, when I'm feeling super fancy because somebody else stole it. So I put 2, damn it. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing other than telling you that. I don't have any thoughts except I think I have to pee. I don't know. That sandwich messed me up. God. I'm so lost. I don't know what's happening. The picture of the lady who's confused in the math, that's how I feel right now. You still have like full sandwiches.
I took the one bite and I was done with each of them.
I finished that shit because I was hungry. Anyway, I'm done. I'm putting myself on mute. Bye, everybody.
Well, I'd like to thank all these serious ladies that are on here. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. And thank you so much for being a part of the organization. Everything they've mentioned with their links and stuff, they'll be located in the show notes. So you don't have to go digging to exactly what they said to remember all that, unless you just want to come back and look at the VOD or listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever your favorite podcast applications at. We're all over the place, so you can find us. I'd like to remind you today that our sponsor moving forward for a few episodes will be Serious Property Solutions, is a proud sponsor of Team Serious. Serious Property Solutions, or SPS, will buy any home, any house, any condition, any situation. Check them out at seriouspropertysolutions.com or give them a call at 469-609-7368 and ask for Oscar. Go check them out, especially right now with COVID and everything, the way it's impacting. You might be in a tough situation where you might lost your job, or your hours are cut back and you need to get out of your mortgage. Give them a call. Go check them out. They're also on Facebook, facebook.com/Serious Property Solutions. You can check them out. Use the messenger to contact them, and they'll get you squared away and get you out of your situation if you're in dire need, or if you just want to sell your house. Just give them a shout out. Reminder that the Serious Gentleman podcast is on Sundays at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. Tombstone is the host for that. He's the lead on that podcast. I sometimes roll in there if they need me, because one of our other guys had to back out, and life happens. We understand. So you can find me on that. I'm the producer of that show. And get involved with the community. !Discord in the chat will place you onto the Team Serious Discord. Join the Discord. Come talk about games. Come talk about tech. Come talk about life. Come hang out with us. Be a part of the organization and start getting onto these tournaments. You play any type of game that has an esports following. We more likely host it. We're Counter-Strike Global Offensive. We're on Overwatch. We're on League of Legends. We're on Rainbow Six Siege. We're on Rocket League. Come stop by. Hang out with us. Also very excited. Tomorrow drops Serious Sam 4, and if you know where our name came from and why we have the bomb, you will understand why that's so crucial to us. Other than that, everyone, ladies, thank you again. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend that coming up. Hopefully everybody stay safe and always stay serious. Good night.
The closer you got to me, the faster I try to